Alright, so guys, welcome to this video. So in here I will be ranking every single Clash Royale champion. Alright, so the Archer Queen, she is in C tier. Like, the Archer Queen before she used to be an absolutely broken champion. Then she became dead. Now she's sort of like in the mid position. But many troops have filled the Archer Queen's niche, especially like another broken champion that we'll talk about later. Even than that, there are just other cards that are much better than the Archer Queen. And the 5 Elixir, she's really, really expensive. And if she was just without her ability, she would genuinely be one of the worst cards in the game. However, her special ability is unique, and for 1 Elixir, you can actually get so much damage on the tower. But it doesn't happen a lot of the time, and you have to spend 5 Elixir to play it first. And generally, you can't get much value out of the Queen sometimes. So, and it's generally one of the worst for champions you want to use. So for that, the Archer Queen would just take C tier. Next up, Golden Knight. Golden Knight's D tier. Like, come on. Golden Knight just hasn't been good recently. Like, I mean, what else can it really hit? It can't hit anything, it's just a much worse bandit, it's so expensive. And sure, sometimes you might get some like decent connections with it, and like it could be super cool and flashy, but you don't get that all the time, do you? And sure, it could be good in some challenges, but generally you would even just use the bandit instead. And remember, only one champion is allowed in the deck, and it just doesn't feel really special. Sure, you can use it for boosting, and it can even be used for clearing swarms, and like do some stuff that the bandit couldn't, but for a champion, the Golden Knight just really is not good, and Supercell has tried buffing it, like by buffing its dash damage, but the problem is, it can't dash on anything these days. And it just doesn't get enough value for it to be a good champion. Alright, let's skip the Low Prince for now, because, yeah, let's move on to the Mighty Miner. The Mighty Miner is an easy A champion. Like, come on. What you're getting is like a much better Inferno Dragon. It used to be weak upon release, but a few buffs absolutely made it amazing. Even with a few nerfs and buffs, it's still it's a good champion. I mean, like, its drill can actually do a lot of damage, and its explosive ability can even be used to kill stuff such as minion hordes. And it's just usually a very versatile champion to use in many decks, and personally, you can even use this to substitute the Inferno Dragon in some cases. Like, I mean, that's what they do in Clash of Clans anyway. The Super Miners to compete against the Inferno Dragon. And it can even take down a tower if left unattended. That's just how powerful this thing is. And remember, it couldn't even be knocked back, like, except by Log and Monk and stuff like that, but it's genuinely such a good champion, and you can always almost reap value from it. And it used to be the best champion in the game, until something else came along that, sadly, I will not digress. Like, I'll talk about that later, okay? The Monk is a B champion. Like, the Monk is 5 Elixir, got a hit speed buff, and it got an HP buff. It's good, okay? Like, by itself, the Monk might not look too amazing, but its combo attack can actually be really useful. Like, I mean, consider it as an evil Valk, but just better. It can knock troops back, it can do so much damage with its combo, and it's genuinely kind of an okay champion to use. And its Pansy protection is also amazing because you can just essentially it's like an evil knight, but it deflects their attacks back at them. Now you might think, well, the Monk can't move, can it? But why does it have to move? I mean, it can just single-handedly kill so many troops in the game, and it can reap a lot of value of that Pansy protection. You can even predict it with a push and actually predict your opponent's spells and throw it back at them. Like, you can generally get loads of crazy interactions with this guy. However, the Monk, as I said, it's not doing so well these days. And also, there are generally better champions and better cards that can deal with the Monks, especially like melee cards. So yeah, the Monk sadly has to get B tier. The Skeleton King is a B tier card. I mean, I think of it as a graveyard combo, because its soul summoning ability can be extremely useful. I just consider it like as a moving graveyard, but you have to play something. I mean, like, all you have to do is like play Skarmy on defense and then get baited and then set your Skeleton King, activates ability, and boom! All you have is a massive push coming your way and your king is tanking for everything, and boom! Like, honestly, you can just put many players on guard. And also, another important thing is, it does splash damage. Yeah, so other opponent swarms won't be a problem. However, it moves really slowly, and it kinda lacks damage. Hence, it sits below the monk. However, it can be useful means a splash counter and for like swarm decks. So you have to give the king credit. Alright, Little Prince. Easy S here. I mean, come on. What you're getting is essentially a much better Dark Goblin because of this. And it can generally do so much damage. Like, it's genuinely crazy, Little Prince. Even after so many nerfs, it's still a powerful card. And that night it spawns, it can genuinely destroy anything in its path. And I don't even know how they're going to try and make this balanced. I mean, they gave this to all players when it was released. And that Guardian, like, even if you kill the Little Prince, the Guardian itself can still wreak massive damage. 201 hit, 401 hit, like, for the Little Prince, it's genuinely almost guaranteed value. Sure, the nerfs doesn't mean that's gonna get, like, much value, but come on, the Little Prince, it's still broken. After all these years, it's still broken. I mean, sure, it's only been out for, like, 5 months, but come on. It's going to be a broken card, and it probably still is. But come on, this damage ramp up, it's absolutely broken. I don't even want to talk about it. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.